And we're live.
Already?
We're live. It's Sunday. It's
We're a
2
trio.
p.m.
And through the square window today, kiddies. Welcome to episode 26. As you may have guessed by the various thumbnails and bits and pieces, today, after we do the vapey bit, we'll be discussing retro toys. And Mark's brought a little friend.
No, my wife's brought a little friend.
Well, Jan's brought a little friend, yes. He's staring at me like I've just nicked his pint. Oh, but before we do anything else, let's say hello to chat and see who's in. So we have Bill, we have Bruni Saint. Good afternoon, mate. Ben, Jamie, Rachel, hello. Rog, Bo, aka the Vapory, who will be joining us on Thursday.
Yes.
I'm so looking forward to this.
I can't wait.
Oh, the questions we have. We got Revin and Stevie. Stevie, hope you're feeling a bit better, mate.
Don't ask me how I'm still feeling. We've got red crosses on the door now.
Arms for an ex-lever.
I'm getting better.
What you need's a messiah.
No, because I've been a very naughty boy.
Oh, Stuart's just snuck in the back door there. Fnar. Hip Hop, good afternoon, mate. And I think that covers everybody.
There you go. You can see me.
Oh, that's good news, Stevie. At least he's back on solids.
I'm Frank's in. Timmy!
Frank! Morning, sir. Timmy. So I missed the YTS. How could I miss the YTS off?
Oh, dear. You all right then, Steve?
Fabulous, darling, yes.
So what have you been... You've been playing around today, haven't you?
Oh, bits and pieces.
Do tell everyone.
Well, just Instagram audiograms, and we take a bit of the audio from the podcast and turn it in.
Because we're now on, what is it, Tumbleweed, isn't it?
Tumblr. It used to be the home of porn, but they've...
Well, we'll fit in quite nicely there, won't we?
Yeah. Apparently Stevie got a big shout out from Mike Vapes the other night. Good stuff.
Nice one.
I would hope so as well, because I do love those piston stands. I will own one day. I will.
And if you don't know what we're talking about these wonderful piston stands. Do love
as manufactured by Stevie himself with his own fair hands. Oh.
What?
Sorry, mate.
What?
My phone just went blink.
Did it?
Yes, because my cuz is asking when we go live.
Oh, tell him now. We're going now. Do you want to ring him?
No. It's all good. Stevie, yes, I did, mate. Thank you so much. Turned up day after. I was shocked.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's amazing, isn't it? I buy something off eBay and it takes a week. Stevie sends something down, bless him, and bump, it's here. Right, where are we?
He mentioned something about camera glare and the solution you came up with.
Camera glare?
There you go.
Boobies over the camera. That would work.
Yes, most definitely.
It would also fix my habit of not looking at the camera square on. Oh, hello, yes. Oh, what a fab thing.
Oh, dear.
The one question I have got for Bo that he can probably answer now. Have you managed to talk Annette into coming on? Is Annette going to be with him, or is Annette going to be with the kids? That's the question.
That is the question.
That is the because Bo has two amazing, well, two that I've seen in photos, amazing kids, and there's a lovely picture where Bo's given one of them a mowe.
Yeah, I saw
has
that
to
one.
be done.
Yeah, definitely.
Has to be done.
Oh, thank
Right.
you.
Well, I hope I'm right in
Oh, is that
assuming they're
chocolate
both.
milk? Oh,
You got chocolate milk?
I got chocolate milk.
Oh. That's not fair.
Oh, I'm not well.
It won't be if you keep on drinking milk.
Oh, thank you.
See, I'm going to have to get firstborn this well trained.
So, what are you vaping on, kiddo?
Oh, what are we vaping on?
Because I've got a plethora to show.
Well, I dropped the Odan last night and broke the bubble glass. So at the minute I've got it on the 2mm. But
dear.
In that, and I know Reb's backed you up on this, I have the Cool Air, which is the pineapple and coconut.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
This is rapidly becoming up there in my top 10 juices. It really is. You get like a really sweet pineapple conserve at the start, but then you got the coconut underneath. Absolutely gorgeous. Rachel says she's poorly too. Can she have chocolate milk? I'm not going to say what's running through my head. No. On the micro, and in that we have some Pod Salts apple, which is it's actually a really nice apple. It's just 20ml a bit strong for me, but I was in dire need of nicotine. So, and then finally, I'm on the Blotto, and in that I've got EVC's Dead Man's Arm.
Oh, how are you getting on with that single coil?
Brilliant. To be honest, it's behaving better with the single coil than it did with the dual. Yeah. I mean, at the minute, I've got it up to 70 watts, and I'm getting a lovely, nice, warm vape off that with loads of jam roly-poly goodness. Oh.
Do that!
Hey, mouse hugs, dude. Dion, hello.
Cool Fire, 8650, Cubus Tank, and the Kennedy.
And Vindicator.
Nice set of that.
I do like the Vindicator. Oh, Bo's not a fan of the single. To be honest, Bo, I am finding I'm getting a more satisfying vape. However, seeing as my dual coil was a field coil on top of the table tennis table at Expo, it may not have been the best coil.
Yes, I do believe that Orion Braces was egging you on there a little bit, wasn't he?
No, I was taking the piss. There was no egging about it. There was pure Todger. There was pure Todger pulling.
He was pulling your Dodger. No wonder why he had a job doing it.
Nah, hands were steady, son. Hands were steady.
Bo says, what size coil were you doing on dual? 2.5, wasn't it?
2.5, so yeah.
Yeah. So what, you got the single then? You got 3?
3.5.
3.5, yeah.
Yeah. And it's I've speaking of which, I've got those coils to test, so I'm looking forward to that. There's a nice set of Twisted in there. There's a stapled Alien. And I can't remember what the third one is, but boy, am I looking forward to building those. Those should be lovely. In fact, I might try the Twisted in the Blotto.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good pairing. Because they're about 3. I have found with the 3.5, it just restricts down the airflow a little bit. Not as bad as with when it had jewels in, but
yeah.
Try to dual coil with onions pulling your touch. It is a real skill, Bill. Rev reckons dual 2.5 complex or single 4 mil series coil.
There you go.
Good stuff. Chris says, can't wait for the Saturday coming. The rally is going to be amazing. True. 2.5 mil is the one with 4 apps on a fused Clapton. The flavour's incredible then. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. The single I don't know, just seemed to be getting similar flavour, but just denser vape. So come on then, show us your plethora.
My plethora, right. Well, obviously, getting back to the starting reviewing, so I've got a couple of review things that I've done the up and closest. One is the Eternal RDA from Go for Vapes. I thoroughly enjoy using this one, considering this is a vertical coil RDA. Really do like it. Got that on my Hex. In that, I have got my homebrew cherry. Yes, homebrew cherry that I'm playing around with. I've also got the Kelpie on the MVV that's now dribbled juice.
Have you dribbled, sir? Have
dribbled a bit of juice on that. And in that, I have got that. Oh, I just love it. Love it to pieces. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yes, obviously Steve's already spoken about it. So yes, you already know it's pineapple, coconut. I had to think then, and a little bit of Cool-Louder. Also, I have got the Zeus X, back to that one, on the Deja Vu D7, which I am thoroughly enjoying using that one.
Lovely grippy finish on that.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I mean, I know it's not exactly matchy, but I'm enjoying it on this. Modus, I've got a feeling it's the Modus Minikin 2 chip in this one. Very similar to the 3. All touchscreen and all that lot. But it's just gorgeous. Really do like it. I'm also trying this one out. I've just done the up and closey for this one as well. This is the Palo from Vaptio. It's a little mouth-to-lung starter kit, and to be honest with you, it's not a bad little device, to be fair. Very simple coil, really nice and easy.
Ooh, nice crackly coil.
Yeah, very nice. It really is. Do like it, actually. In that, I've got Salt Shot Arctic Purple. Ooh. I've also got me... can't not have this one. This is me Twisters Messers 24 Pro with the Eclipse cap with the Vector Comp Life. And in that one, I've got the last bit of my vintage raspberry. And that's it. That's all I'm on today.
Good stuff.
And chocolate milk.
And chocolate milk. Pre65 says he's got dual 3mm Staggertons in his Blotto from Chris Grimes. It was a squeeze to get them in. I would imagine it was. Tuners on a Kennedy 25 on a Titan with some Killer Custard. Nice pairing.
Ooh.
Nice. Boas, have we tried the Melon Colada from Jam Monster? Melon Coat? No, not something to be honest, Bo, not something I'd go for, because melon's not really my bag, but that sounds interesting.
I've got to admit, I'm not a big melon fan.
Really?
Well.
Really?
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, what he says.
What is this?
The problem is with some melons, you either get
Yeah.
that
Really?
sort of
You get that, do you?
that Jolly Rancher flavour,
Oh,
the
that
candied watermelon.
Well, you get two types, don't you? You get your traditional watermelon or you get your honeydew.
And I've not found a nice honeydew yet.
No. The nicest watermelon I like is from Blaz. That one.
I've not tried that one.
Yeah, but that's watermelon and blueberry. So it just takes that edge off. Now that is a proper watermelon. A red watermelon. Whereas a lot of them, I think it's more to do with it. It's not a real watermelon, is it? It's more of a sweet, a candy,
yeah.
flavour. So yeah.
Oh, what's Timmy on? SQ Topside recurve with owned by rhubarb, raspberry, and orange. Only drops left. Bless him. Bill says a decent honeydew can add a creamy aftertaste. Well, if you add that with coconut, that's going to be awesome.
Tuna, yeah, that is correct. Yeah, that's old Nick's juice line.
Old Nick. Don't call him Satan. How many more times? Oh, Bill says he's found 2 nice honeydew concentrates.
I suppose you've got to be a fan of it in the first place. Of watermelon, aren't you, really? And I'm not exactly a big fan of watermelon. I'm not a fan of the actual fruit itself.
Ooh, honeydew watermelon from Steam Train from Cyprus. One of his top vapes. That's from Rev. Oh, this is great, this. I'm always up for trying a new juice. Oh, Timmy, the apricot yogurt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you will enjoy it. You will. Chris, I said that exactly the same thing before we came on air. Mark visited the little boy's room.
What are you staring at him for like that? That's rude.
The apricot is lovely in an RTA,
Vape step.
but stick it on a dripper because it will sing. I put it on the Royal Hunter on the original cricket, the apricot yogurt, and I'm still salivating. Tetley, how you doing, Goo?
Totally, Rachel. He hasn't got a name, have you?
No, he needs a name, Rach. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul just sneaking through before he's heading to bed.
Ooh.
Hiya, Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Hope you're all right, matey.
Mine's been busy, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter's been aflame with Mr. Hunt's comments again.
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding. So, talking about hints and that lot, have we got any news?
Yeah, well, yes. According to a leaked document, Trump is about to ban all flavoured vape products in America. Whether this is 100% factual, it's hard to say. So the exclusive on the Axiom website said the ban will be announced this coming week, but will not include menthol or tobacco flavours, which appears to have riled Mr. Gottlieb, which we will touch on later. The FDA suggested its own announcement on flavours will be released this week too, as if... So maybe Trump may backtrack with if the FDA having their own comment to make. You got to remember there's an election coming up, and Trump is not going to do anything at the minute that he perceives is going to lose him thousands of votes.
See, the interesting bit about that, though, is that it's the people that's whispering in his ear, isn't it?
Well, yes, much like the First Lady. We all know how I feel about her.
Oh, you like her, don't you?
I'd like her under a bus.
Ooh, you kinky bugger, you.
Well, it makes them harder to run away if they're pinned down by one of the wheels. But anyway, so then we're moving on from Trump's ban. So if that goes ahead next week, that will be just prior to the big rally on the 9th.
Yep.
Which Chris has already mentioned. So, and our own Lethal Coils will be attending.
Yes, Lethal Coils will be there. I believe Grim Green will be there. Jay Hayes will be there. Mike Vapes will be there. There's going to be a lot of people there.
Well, hopefully, yes. I mean, it needs to be, though. Oh, there you go. Eve wants to name the teddy Mr. Donut because she likes donuts.
You are now officially called Mr. Donut.
There we are. Mr. Donut.
There you go. Mr. Donut himself. So he's in camera. There you go. There you are. Mr. Donut. Are you happy about that?
Paul's saying apparently Trump wants to do it on the eve of the...
yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they're doing it on the eve of it.
It would kick the legs out from under it, rather, wouldn't it? Which be interesting, though, because hopefully that will up its marketability to the media companies. Oh, bless. Apparently Eve said yay and waved at Mr. Donut. Way back. There we are. Bless.
Oh. Sit properly. Behave.
Little comment from Bruni. Hunt's a stuck-up, over self-indulgent arsehole that needs a sack. What the constituents see in him behooves me.
Oh, I like that. Behooves.
Indeed.
I like that. Behooves me. It's crazy. The whole bloody thing's gone absolutely whappy now, hasn't it? Let's be right.
Too right. I mean, following on from the news on the 1st with China allegedly banning online vape sales. Well, have they though? In a word or two, sort of.
Sort of.
So the news was splashed around the West on the Bloomberg website, and we all know about Mr. Bloomberg, don't we? He loves vaping, not. So the headlines and subsequent reporting left no doubt that all online Chinese vape shops would be shut down. However, the original story came from an article published in the South China Morning Post. It stated that Chinese tobacco regulator had urged, not told, e-cigarette companies to temporarily close down their websites and brick-and-mortar shops. So they did mention B&Ms. Then on Friday, China's tobacco, the country's tobacco monopoly, coincidentally also controls the tobacco regulator, reiterated the call. JP. So as it stands right now, there is no countrywide legislation surrounding e-cigs, though the government is currently working on them. So there is no directive to shut it all down. However, there could be a law soon that means sales internally within China could be severely restricted or even banned.
Well, we already mentioned that a couple of weeks back, didn't we? About the internal. There was all right on exports, but internally there was banning it.
Well, this is it. And JP, how you doing, bro? Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there is so much revenue comes into China from its exports. There is no way they are going to kill that cash cow.
I would be very, very surprised if they do. I've got to admit. I mean, let's face it, the whole e-cigarette industry is based around, China.
Well, this is it. I mean, and this is something somebody else was chatting to me about. You look at how much China actually supplies to the rest of the world. If China ever went into economic meltdown, we would be in so much bother.
Oh, God, yeah.
It would be terrifying, the amount of stuff. So,
You see, we are definitely in scary territory at the present moment.
You're not kidding.
But saying that, I mean, I watched it, you've read it, the UK was absolutely praising e-cigarettes.
Oh, yes. Yes, the MPs responding to the Science and Technology Committee's 2017 report on e-cigarettes. So,
if you haven't seen it, I put the actual whole discussion on the Facebook group. If you haven't watched it, you ought to go and watch it. It really is worth having a look. Very, very interesting and very, very positive as well.
Oh, definitely. In fact, give me a second. Here we are. So in chat now is the link. And if you give me another second.
And Chris, yes, totally. If the federal flavour ban does go ahead, DC is going to be really interesting.
Yes. It could light a few bonfires that they're not particularly aware of. I think they may just see how angry people actually are. So I've just put links up, to the video for the UK MPs discussing the report, and also the transcript for those that don't want to watch the vid. So
it is worth watching, to be honest with you. It really is worth watching. Because we're so full of things that are just sort of like down, it's really nice to hear something that's actually blooming absolutely positive.
Oh, big time. It really is. And they also touch on India.
Oh, yeah, they touch on India. They touch on the Americas as well. But they also touch on Europe as well, which I thought was quite interesting, especially what with Brexit and how we are in the state we are with that at the present moment as well. Looking at increasing the bottle size.
Yes.
I thought that was quite... The hint was getting rid of Shortfills, but increasing the bottle size.
Well, to be honest, I can live without Shortfills if they increase the bottle size, because 10 mils drive me nuts.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think for the likes of Bow who own their own shops, it's going to be a testing time.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was definitely positive.
Yeah,
There were no negative things about it. Yes, there were the caution on one of them regarding flavours, but obviously they've proved that that's not a gateway to children, and they've proved that the e-cigarettes are definitely not a gateway to smoking traditional cigarettes either. So I thought that was good. There was a lot of good things coming out of that report.
This was Norman Lamb's, who's the chairman. It was his final appearance at the committee, wasn't it? Now, he actually goes out with a bit of a bang, because he goes, my view, based on the evidence that the committee heard, is that the action taken by India is not based on evidence and is likely to result in more people dying of lung cancer, which was effectively the ban of vaping within India. Is that you or me?
What?
The Bing. I got a Bing then.
Did you get a Bing?
I
know Labworks has just turned around and said, if bottle size get lifted, I will be able to supply openly to the UK in 60 mils and 120 mils. That would be absolutely awesome. Me personally, I wish they would. I hope they at least go to 60 mil.
I think the realistic one will probably be 30s. I think they'll go part way.
I think 60 mil I would be quite happy with 60 mil, and you've got your nicotine in it. I would be more than happy.
It'd be interesting to see what happens with prices, though.
I mean, prices will go up. They inevitably will, because let's face it, you have to buy a bottle of juice and then you have to buy a bottle of nicotine. So,
yeah, I mean, most places aren't too bad. I know I've seen reports of some B&Ms where they're charging sort of £3 a nick shot, which, let's be right, that's ridiculous.
And Bose turned around and said, from my point of view, Shortfills are the best thing to happen to the industry. Pre-TPD, I would have to stock all my liquids at 0, 3 to 6 and possibly higher, which would put more cost. Right.
It's a fair point.
It is a fair point, but it's... I suppose we're looking at it more as a consumer than a supplier.
Well, blimey, Bo. So he stocks all his liquid at 0 and sells nick shots for 50p.
That's good.
That's the cheapest price I've seen.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you what, Bo. I think that's a conversation for Thursday.
Definitely.
Definitely. Looking forward to that one. Rev says he prefers Shortfills as he buys a litre at a time and nick as he goes along. Stuart says B&M stores nick shot 69p. As I say, I've not come across it. I came across a store that tried to charge me £2.50 for nick. But I have heard people relating that they've paid £3 for one nick shot, which is just seems crazy.
Night, Paul.
Bill says the gentleman in massive Whitby charge £1. That's cheap around here. Try Finland, £7.50 for a nick shot. Jesus,
Ouch.
Matty.
Blooming hell, that is a lot.
So what we can infer from the data there is that most B&M owners in Finland have black eyes. Jesus. Emporium in Hull, you can buy 2 short fill for £20 and get a nick shot for free. Can't fault that.
That's nice.
Can't fault that. I must admit, our local B&M, it's not smoke. They do, if you buy 60ml, they throw in the nick shot to take it up to 0.3 for nothing, which is banging. Yeah. Bill pays £3.50 for 30ml of 72mg online. Jesus.
It's interesting what the variations of prices is.
It is. Well, it's a sad state of affairs when for the same product you're getting either a good bargain or right royally bent over the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of the bent over the counter bit.
Unless you go to Bose.
Well, yes.
So that's the Vapory. In fact, give me 2 secs.
Oh, what are you going to do?
There we are.
Hi, Mick.
That's interesting.
What's that?
Well, you whacked the Vapory in and I ended up with a shop in New Orleans.
Oh, really?
8 Mount Pleasant. That's where we want to be going for 50p a nick shot. Bless him. Where are we? There we are. 120ml for 10 to 11 quid. Delivery and nick shots included. Can't complain at that. Can't complain at that.
No. He's right by the beach.
Yes, I'm just looking now.
You dirty devil.
Leave it out.
How
Where
dare
are
you,
we?
sir?
He's literally just off East Street, which is looks to be 1 street back from the marina. How very pleasant. Duke Street train station, if you want to visit him. At Waterloo. Yeah, sorry, Waterloo train station.
And Rev grabbed 10 free ones at Expo.
Hey, that's good stuff. On Google, you can actually come to the shop. Because we've got the vape punks to talk about as well, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
On Thursday, so let's save all this good stuff for Thursday when we've got the man himself.
Thursday, kiddo. Gotta save it for Thursday. And then the man can tell us all himself.
Can't get all premature.
You're getting so keen, aren't you, there, kid?
What can I say?
Mm.
Oh, shocking. So I think that is pretty much...
Oh, didn't you have that one about smoking makes you ugly?
Oh, we did, yes.
Well, there's two. Funny, that one.
There's two. There's vape shops are now the third fastest growing category opening in the UK high streets, and narrowly pipped to the post by barbers' shops and beauty salons. So we are actually helping to prop up the high street. So out of the 40 million vapors globally, 48% use Ecigs to quit smoking. 244 new vape stores were opened in 2018. There's now around 2,000 vape stores in the UK, and the numbers of adult smokers is down by 4.9% in 6 years, and an approximate figure of 2.8 million vapors in the UK, which is good stuff. A study from 365 Business Finance shows bricks and mortar shops, while slowing a slight decline in numbers, opening in the past 2 years, is still going strong, which is good news. And Gottlieb. I forgot Gottlieb.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
He's been very, very active on Twitter.
Yes, for some reason he's quite concerned that the proposed vape ban by Trump will not include mint and menthol. And he's already started adding fuel to the fire over there, because what he's saying is that companies like Juul will simply change their name. So a key new learning in the 2019 NYTS, which showed that kids are now switching to mint. The data affirms that mint is, in the end, a candy flavour. Really? Has he tried a menthol vape? Because I don't think that's anywhere near mint. But basically what he's saying is that Juul will take any menthol flavours they have and just change them to a mint.
Well, their most popular one is their menthol one, isn't it?
I mean, I'd love to know where he gets the idea that kids are switching to mint, because none of the data is showing there's a teenage problem anyway. Yeah. And finally, we shall come to this report that smoking gives you an ugly face. So, scientists from the University of Bristol found that many smokers carry a genetic variant that means they are predisposed to heavy tobacco use. Yeah? So, studying data from smokers, non-smokers, and never smokers, the results were clear. Heavy users were uglier. Which is... How they do that, I don't know, but given the fact I used to smoke 40 a day, well, all right, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get you the link now for this.
And Frank's just turned around and said, the kids will vape dog vomit flavour if he gives them that Nick buzz.
You ain't kidding.
You ain't kidding. Bloody well.
No, it's come on. When you were a kid, yeah, that first taste of beer you had, did you enjoy it? Because I bloody didn't.
No.
Matty says, whatever happened to sniffing glue to get high? Kids these days, I don't know.
I can remember that when that were a thing.
You know why, Matty, don't you? Because you've got to pay 10p for the bag now.
Yeah. Can you remember they used to do Tipex and all, didn't they?
Oh, Tipex, Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Epoxy. God. You always had at least one in every town, didn't you?
Yeah.
sort of wandering around in a semi-permanent daze with lots of spots.
Yeah. That pretty much look like me, that. Oh, dear God. But let's face it, I mean, kids will try blooming out.
Do right. Dear Lord, I mean, this is what annoys me though about Gottlieb. Before anybody knows any facts, he's in there sticking the boot in, and he's not sticking the boot into the ones that are going to benefit his company, is he?
He's just. He's got ridiculous now. He just well, he hasn't just got ridiculous. The whole thing's bloody ridiculous in the States.
Oh, Frank's just pointed out I got that the wrong way around. It will include mint, but not menthol. So what Gottlieb was saying was they would change the name of the mint to menthol.
We knew what you meant.
Yeah.
We knew what you meant. We really did, honestly.
Are you sure?
Didn't we? We knew what you meant. Yeah, even...
What do you reckon, Mr. Donut?
Mr. Donut. Even Mr. Donut knows, look. Yeah, you agree there, Mr. Donut? Yeah, he does, bless him. Crackers, isn't it? It is, isn't it? It's just crackers.
Yes.
I mean, let's be right. I mean, what they're trying to do, let's face it, they're trying to clear the way completely, and then they'll just bring the Bloomberg version of the Vapory, and they'll have the FDA version of it, and
yeah. Oh yeah, and it'll probably be available on prescription.
Yeah.
And you will have to pay through the nose for it.
I mean, you can see what they're doing. It's blatantly obvious. And obviously that'll come under some sort of tax, so the MSA will be fine and dandy and everyone will be happy.
Yeah, and so will all the soccer moms that will suddenly go quiet.
Yeah.
And try and disassociate themselves from the fact they've just forced millions of people back onto the fags. And yeah. Let's see if they're so... vociferous when little Johnny sat there puffing away on 20 Marlboro, shall we?
Yeah. Because let's face it, the United States at the present moment in time has the lowest smoking rate ever. Not just between adults, but youth as well. It's the lowest rate, but nobody's interested in that.
Nope, not a fact you hear bandied about much, is it?
No, not interested in that bit.
Good afternoon, Hephaestus.
Hephaestus. Fist bump.
Sounds like he's had a bit of a rotten morning, bless him. Well, yeah, Gav, vapors paying triple for less effective vapes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're going to end up with.
Yeah. At the end of the day, all they're wanting to do is to capture the market themselves. And they're bullying everybody else out of the way. They'll have their own. You'll literally be able to buy a vape pen from some pharmaceutical company, and that will be brilliant, and everyone will be praising how wonderful it is.
Unfortunately, all the ex-vapors will be telling you how crap it is. You've probably gone back 4 years to the original Ecigs. Yeah.
So...
And you're not going to see the same sort of drive to improve it.
No.
The PMTA, Frank says PMTA will be a waste of money. Nothing will be approved if it's not from Big Tobacco. And therein lies the hitch. Lethal's Washington trip in less than a week. I'll get a bunch of pics in a vid. You better.
You better, kiddo.
I have a spot on the website for you, darling.
Yes.
We have spinny bits and all sorts. It'll be fabulous.
But, yeah, things aren't great, and they're just getting worse.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, low smokers, low money. Yeah. Exactly, JP. That is the crux of it. Follow the money. At the minute, as Mark's been saying for a long, long time now, because this is something that's grown up from grassroots, they have no control over it. Yeah, they've had to bring in all these absolutely outrageous laws and bans in order to bring it under control, which I'm still amazed we haven't seen more class action suits.
Yeah, I am.
Especially given the fact that a lot of these bans have been deemed as unconstitutional. Because what we're talking about at the end of the day is them actually putting people out of work, destroying businesses and affecting families.
It's just crazy. It really is. I mean, there's no other word for it. I mean, and the blatant lies. It's just the lies that they're coming out with. It's just, yeah. I think, to be honest with you, we showed the truth video from Danielle on Thursday, and to be honest with you, if you watch that video, it just blatantly shows exactly what's going off.
No, you ain't kidding. I mean, flavours totally driven by adults because most of the tobacco flavours were worse than cigarettes. Yeah, Bill, I personally can't vouch for that because, as I say, I've always stayed away from tobacco flavours. Ever since I quit, which is, must be coming up 3 years now. The only the only tobacco flavour I've tried was at Mark's when he slipped one into a pod and didn't tell me.
We've got a question. Oh, it's always nice to have a question. Question from our wonderful Chris from Lethal Coils. Question for you guys. Battery wraps. Do you re-wrap batteries regularly or do you only re-wrap when you have a crack or a tear? I'll be genuinely honest with you. I only re-wrap when I've got a crack or a tear.
I normally, if I notice signs of wear, I will do it before it cracks or tears. Especially now with the original Cricket. You know, that is not a mod you want to be putting anything in that you are not 100% happy with.
Yeah, even though it has got sleeves on the inside.
No, the original doesn't.
Doesn't it? Mine has.
Straight metal.
Mine has. But
no, mine's just metal.
Yeah, I always check my wraps before I put them into any device anyway. It's just something that I've got used to doing. If there's any blemish or anything like that, even sweating, some of my batteries, especially when we've been using mechs, they actually start sweating or you've had a bit of juice that's gone into them. As soon as anything like that or they've discoloured or anything like that, clean them up, re-wrap them. You cannot be too safe.
Yes, I normally give them a quick wipe with the old ethanol alcohol before I re-wrap, and that seems to sort them out.
And Hip Hop's Juice is going to a birthday party that he doesn't even know. There you go.
Oh, bless you. Oh, Julie's sweating. Or wheating even.
Wheating? She's wheating.
Wheating. Wheating for what? I say.
Hello, good morning, Julie.
Good morning, Julie. How's the world from the big breast bed? Oops.
So, Chris is going to be wrapping between 7 and 8 batteries today. Take you 5-10 minutes.
As long as you've got the wife's hair dryer, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Very easy to re-wrap batteries. If you don't know how to re-wrap a battery, if you pop over to the SoulOhm, what's it under accessories? If you pop under there, I've done a video on how to re-wrap your 18650s. Goes for the same for your 21s and your 2700s as well.
Oh yes.
So
always make sure you stick in. I know some people don't, but I always like to stick a new insulator in as well whenever I re-wrap, just to be on the safe side.
Well, I get the new insulators from trying to think, Fogstar, and you get them on a sheet of well, it's not quite A4, it's a bit smaller than A4. And they're already adhesive, so it makes it life a lot easier for when you're re-wrapping. So obviously, take all your battery bits and pieces off, give it a good wipe clean, make sure everything's all right on the actual battery. You stick your insulator on, and once that's stuck on, that's brilliant. Then just put your wrap on, then heat it. Job's a good one. Very, very simple.
Julie, behave.
No gloves, no love.
No love. I say. Yes, True Tank. Absolutely cracking mouth-to-lung tank, that. Not really my bag. I've only got the True. There's been the Vapefly Galaxies gets got quite a good write-up as well for a mouth-to-lung. I think it's slightly airier than the True, because the True you can really dial that in.
Yeah, you can. You can. Another good one, believe it or not, is the Double Up, which it doesn't look like it's a mouth-to-lung, but it is. You can really dial this one in and have a nice mouth-to-lung with the Double Up from Go For Vapes. Review will be coming up for that next week.
No, fabulous.
Oh, yes. But yeah, if you're going for a mouth-to-lung, obviously, if you've got the money, it's a K-Fun. Definitely, they are probably the best mouth-to-lung tank you'll ever get. But if you haven't got that kind of money, I would definitely go for a True Tank. Definitely.
Oh, yes. So, where are we? Matty's popping to the local for a quick one before doggo dinner time.
Oh, can't fault you. Have one on us.
Please do, dear boy. Yes. I like this. Matty gets the hangover. We get all the enjoyment.
That's it. What do you say?
We just imagine it. Yes. Mr. Donut seems to like the idea as well. Look at the smile on his little face. That's worrying.
It is.
I can't believe you sat there.
I didn't even put him there. My wife did.
I know. You don't argue with boss. Stop playing. We've got a show to do. That's better. Stop him from staring at people. Yes.
Cool.
So.
Oh, dear.
Apparently Stevie's been looking at the K-Fund.
I'd love to get hold of a K-Fun. Get a nice little K-Fun light.
Not cheap, huh?
No, but I suppose it's one of them things. You get what you pay for, don't you?
Oh, too right. Too right. Jarvis, I always behave, young man. How dare you, sir?
Behave? Who's behaving?
Exactly. With my
Not
reputation.
on this show.
No. Right. Well, I think it's time to move on to the main topic time. To nick a word.
Main topic time. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
See, Ruby's far better at doing that.
Yeah, she is. She's a lot better than us. Bless her heart.
She's a lot easier on the eye, the mate.
Cheers.
Bless.
Love you too.
Dude, come on. If it's a choice of staring at you all night or staring at Ruby, Ruby wins.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to stare at myself, am I?
I don't know. I've seen you in front of mirrors.
Hey, look what I can do. Hey.
A swift mow before going downstairs, yeah.
You've been hiding in the bushes again, haven't you?
I did. I've been recording it, pal.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, so main topic: retro toys.
Retro toys. Where do we start? I thought it would be a good one, this one. The reason why I thought it was a good one to sort of like reminisce was one, I've been watching a lot of Space 1999 again. Just can't help it. It's on Horror Channel at present moment, so I've been catching up on that. And we were talking about films and things like that. I was in the shower, believe it or not.
Yeah, and you were thinking about toys.
I know, I was thinking about toys. Well, things, yeah, I know. And so I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to talk about? Because let's face it, we're all into sci-fi. We're all into to that kind of stuff. So, what was your earliest memory of a toy?
Probably my eagle. I had the white eagle, whereas you have the green one.
My pride possession. This is originally from my childhood. It's got the bit missing underneath. I don't know where that's gone, so I'm still looking on eBay to see if I can get the pod bit. That's my eagle.
Oh, see, I had the. Bill says he had the Angel Interceptor when he was a kid. I actually got given an Angel Interceptor.
Ah.
Yeah, it was an Airfix kit. And a mate of my dad's dug it out from somewhere. Absolutely brilliant.
One of my favourite toys as a kid, I've got to admit, one of my favourite toys was my Evel Knievel.
Oh, yeah. Now, what did you have? Did you have the stunt cycle or the chopper?
I had the stunt cycle.
I
the
had
one
the
where you
chopper.
wound it up and you...
Yeah. Yeah, there was the rocket cycle as well.
Oh, yeah, there was, yeah.
Now, the rocket cycle was for the posh kids.
Mm.
Because when you wound it up, it used to fire like a flint inside the jet housing, so you got all the sparks. It was awesome. But apparently Chris heard retro toys and yelled Transformers. See, Transformers aren't that retro for me.
Yeah, they're not that retro for me either. I think we were sort of like in our late teens when Transformers were...
Yeah, I think the blimey, my brother would have been 13, so I'd have been about 16.
Yeah.
That was the...
See, now my brother, our Aiden, he was seriously, heavily into He-Man. I mean, he had all the figures of He-Man.
Dear
Everything.
God.
He even had Thingy Grayskull, the actual...
Mm.
But I had the Thunderbirds. In fact, I've still got all the Thunderbirds.
Oh.
And I've even got it and I've still got me little Thunderbird 4 as well.
Now, I had the Dinky, the metal Thunderbird 2, which came with the dropout canister and the little
I've
plastic.
still got it. Yeah.
My daughter, when she was, 6 or 7, we ended up buying her a huge plastic Thunderbird 2.
Oh, yeah.
You know when Thunderbirds did the comeback?
Yeah.
And she was absolutely over the moon. But there was no Thunderbird 4 in it. And I thought, that's not right.
If you was really, really posh, there was a blue version of Thunderbird 2.
Yeah.
And that came with the... Can you remember the little one that dug into the ground? It had the big
the mole.
screw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had the mole. Never got that one. I always wanted that one.
Stevie says one of his favourite toys as a kid was the Mighty Mo bulldozer. I don't remember that one.
I don't. I remember my Tonka toy.
One.
I remember my Tonka toy.
Oh, God, yeah.
Believe it or not, we used to sit in that and ride down road in it.
It weren't one of big quarry wagons, was it?
Yeah, one of the big quarry wagons, yeah.
Grumpy says he had a load of stuff from Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, UFO and Space 1999.
Yep.
Bill says Stretch Armstrong.
Oh, blooming heck, Stretch Armstrong.
Do you remember trying to break that?
Yeah, I remember a kid at school. He'd actually snapped it and played around with the stuff that came out of it. It was sort of like this green globule glue type stuff.
Oh, man.
Oh, Bo had a PlayStation 1. That's not retro.
Jesus, Bo. That was one of my first purchases on the Never Never, which shows how old I was.
PlayStation 1 and blooming, what were it? Metal Gear Solid. Happy days.
See, we never had enough brass for me to have a scale electric. I really wanted one.
I had a scale electric.
Stuart says he's got a sealed in a box of scale electrics, Silverstone limited edition from '87.
Ooh.
He got 2 for Christmas, and Mum put this one away. Must be worth £1 or 2 now. You're not kidding. The original scale electrics.
Oh, Timmy, I totally agree. Play-Doh.
No.
Oh yeah, I loved Play-Doh. I loved the smell of it.
No. We weren't allowed Play-Doh because we kept on treading plasticine into
carpet, didn't you? Do you know what I used to play for absolute hours and hours and hours? Lego.
Yeah.
I loved Lego. The amount of times that I made the Millennium Falcon out of Lego.
I used to try and make X-Wing fighters.
Oh, you're very posh.
No, they never looked like it. I just tried.
Well, they did. They always looked like it, but it was very CFAX looking.
Yeah. Bless. Stevie's just mentioned the creme de la creme of childhood toys for me, the $6 Million Man with the bionic eye.
Oh, yeah, that used to be able to look through. And then used to be able to roll his arm up.
Yeah. And then he had the plate on his arms, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he have all his legs were bionics as well?
I can remember that he used to be able to roll his literally skin up, and he had sort of like computer summit or other on his arm.
Yeah. God, that's going back. Now, Spider-Man was always a big one when I was a kid. Because, 79, the first Spider-Man film came out. And I seem to remember there was like an almost a flood of Batman figures, Superman figures, Spider-Man figures. But,
I always remember we were at Yarmouth. We used to always go to Yarmouth for his holidays, stop for a fortnight. It always used to be last week in September, first week in August. And we used to go and stop at South Deans in Yarmouth. And I had a Batman mask and a Batman cape. And I remember it was the last day of the holidays and it was a bit windy. I was only probably, about 8, if that. Anyway, on this last day, we decided we'd go for a walk and go to where the harbour was. So I wanted to wear me Batman. So we're down there and I got this mask on and I'd lifted it up like that on top of my head.
The wind blew it.
Blew it off and off into the distance. Yeah, never forget that.
Bless you. Jamie Hawks, that was my first computer as well, the ZX81. But I had the 1K came standard, yeah? And then you could pay extra for a 16K extension.
Yeah.
God, that's going back a bit.
What about board games? What board games did you used to play?
Oh, God. Mousetrap. Cluedo.
Never really played Cluedo.
Well, it wasn't the same for me when they brought out the Barrymore edition, but...
I remember was having Monopoly, and I think that is the worst game to play with your family.
No,
if
the
you want
worst
to have
game
an
is
argument.
Trivial Pursuits. That will always cause more arguments than Monopoly.
Why? Oh, no.
Grumpy says ZX81, well posh, I had to build my own ZX80.
Yeah, that was the white one. ZX80, you had to build it first.
Oh God, yeah. Commodore PET. There's a blast from the past.
I can remember me Atari.
Oh, I had the Pong machine.
Yeah.
You know the one with you got the paddles and it had the round controller, didn't it? But my uncle had the Atari. You remember the original Atari, the wood effect, where you plugged the cartridges in?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, that was the highlight of our summer holidays when we used to go up to see my Uncle Ian and we'd be sat on Atari playing tanks. Oh, it was brilliant.
What's that make? Warmed up cigarettes in a silky machine. Okay.
Stevie says one of his earliest toys he can remember was getting a carpentry set. She caught him trying to saw the legs off the couch. Good lad.
Can you remember them chemistry sets?
Oh God, yeah. You were sure you were going to build a bomb.
Yeah, I always wanted one of them.
Oh, that would be superb. Yeah, I mean, I managed to make various purple fizzing potions, but I never caused any blindness or anything. So,
but when you think about them, half of them lot they wouldn't be allowed nowadays.
oh God,
With health and safety and all that lot.
My dog is bald because of your chemistry set. What we got? There you are. Rachel backs me up. The kids have the family version, so kids' questions and adults' questions. They don't like the fact that Rachel won, and they only played it once. So Trivial Pursuits is a dangerous game. Oh, the Pong machine was a Binatone one. Yes, it was.
I was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was in the kitchen trying to make things explode too, right, Timmy? That was always my aim. I was trying to get something to go bang. God,
so we've got to talk about it. So what was your first bike?
Oh God, first bike. Rather than a hand-me-down from the old man's workmate, the first one I can remember was I got a proper rally racer.
Oh, you were posh.
With like the half-inch wheels and that.
Mm.
And then immediately turned the handlebars upside down.
Oh, yes.
So it had to be done. But my brother had was it a grifter?
Mm.
Yeah.
God, they were heavy.
I always wanted one of them. What was the bike with the gear stick on it?
Oh, the chopper?
Yeah, I always wanted one of them.
Well, my mate used to have a chopper. I used to nick it off him. My mate Jason Gay used to have a bright yellow one.
Oh, the choppers were awesome.
Oh, God, yeah.
Now, if you were really posh, you had a bomber.
Oh, I always remember my dad. I hounded my dad forever and a day for a bomber. And he kept on saying, you can see the seat, but you'll never get your ass on it.
BMXs, they were a big thing when I was
BMX? Yeah, that's what I ended up getting. I had a rally BMX with mag wheels and everything.
Oh, there we are. Grumpy's just mentioned Mastermind, another board game blast from the past.
God, that was. Yeah, there was that
awesome.
bloke and that woman stood next to her.
Yeah.
I never played it. I must admit, never played it.
He looked like some sort of dodgy pimp, didn't he?
Yeah.
'Cause he was surrounded by all these Asian ladies.
Yeah, it was very Tales of the Unexpected, wasn't it?
The big cane, the big wicker chair.
Yeah.
With the bulbous back.
That's right, yeah. There were some weird games as a kid.
Oh, there was Buckaroo. What the hell were they thinking when they made Buckaroo?
That's the one where you put all stuff on and it kicked off.
On the mule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On about things like that. Can you remember? Oh, what were it called now? You had the gun and you had the cans.
Oh, the BB gun?
No. It was, what were it called now? Oh, that's going to bug me. It was literally, it used light. It wasn't actually a gun that fired anything. It was fired by light.
Right.
And you had a stack of probably 4 cans. And obviously you had to fire it, but obviously it was the light that hit a sensor at the other end to obviously knock the can off. But it looked like you were, what were they called now? Oh, that's going to bug me.
Oh, the Mick says they had a fake chopper. We were poor. Bill says he had a Carlton Continental.
Ooh,
Festus says the old Schwinn Stingray had a shifter. Graham
That's
says,
it, Tin Can Alley. Thank you, Jamie.
Graham Spears says we're all youngsters because Meccano was his toy. I loved
Meccano. Oh, God. Meccano was ace. Thing is, though, it was blooming expensive.
Yep. Plus, if you ever spilled any of the nuts anywhere and your old man stepped on them, Jesus, you got such a clout.
Well, yeah.
Same with Lego and all.
Can you remember Stickle Bricks?
Yes, they were bloody painful and all.
I used to have them as a kid as well, Stickle Bricks. Oh, look at that.
Go on, Bennett. Graham's first Meccano set was blue metal plates with gold pinstripe cross hatch.
Ooh.
How very nice. So what would that be then? Going back, that'd be 60s, wouldn't it? Early 70s?
Mm.
The blue plate. Mo says he got into trouble for firing a Nerf Gatling gun my mate's kid had, filled the living room with darts. They were everywhere. Good lad, Mo.
Awesome.
Tomahawk, the baby chopper without the gears.
Oh, blooming heck.
That's
I remember when... Seems to be hopping back about Yarmouth again. They used to have choppers, but there used to be 2 choppers in one with a roof over the top of them.
Yeah.
But there were choppers, and they used to have a straight bar seat as well.
And then you hired them and went for a quick wander down Esplanade. Yeah. Bill says he learned to swear thanks to Meccano. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Late 50s, early 60s.
A Johnny 7 gun.
Johnny 7?
No.
Was that the cap?
It might be, because I used to have loads of cap guns.
But you used to be able to buy the caps on the strips.
Yeah, on the red strip.
Yep. Because if you just got a stone and went bang on it.
Yeah, you did.
And then I found out what happens when you empty out shotgun cartridges. The amount of genies we used to make. God, Benny, how we never blew our faces off, I'll never know.
And then we can't forget blooming at these toy cars.
Oh, God, yeah. Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Oh, they were ultimate Hot Wheels.
It was Matchbox before that, wasn't it? But...
At Golden Sands at Mablethorpe, they still have them bikes. Awesome.
Spud guns.
Oh, yeah.
There's something you don't see anymore.
Blooming spud gun. You just don't, do you?
They really did sting if you got caught across the ear with one of them. Oh. Pen bombs from old shotguns. You and me both are Festus. You can't beat a spud gun. No.
Oh,
bloody hell. Big rifle type that fired all different kinds of projectiles. No, I don't think I ever saw one of those, Graham.
No.
Remote control cars.
The only remote control car I can remember was one with it on a lead. It wasn't an actual real remote control. It had a long bit of lead to it that you controlled it.
Is that the one that had like the steering wheel?
Yeah.
On the box? Yeah.
I mean, it's like my first ever skateboard. My dad actually made the skateboard with an old pair of roller skates. I hounded my dad for ages and ages for a skateboard. And the next minute I've got a plank of wood with a roller skate underneath it. Oh, we were poor.
See, now, imagine this, big fat kid, no sense of balance, and I'm pestering my mum and dad for a skateboard. And they're like, you'll break your neck. And I would have. So, what happened? My granddad came to 4, built me a go-kart.
Oh, awesome.
It was a proper job, pram wheels on it, it got the sides, there was a wood block brake, clothesline for steering. It were brilliant.
Oh,
Absolutely
I used to
fantastic.
love making go-karts as a kid.
That's something you don't see anymore. They're
No.
all on these bloody scooters.
Well, we used to make them. I mean, we were mega lucky because there were like a dump near us. So you used to pick up wheels and all sorts and that. Like, we used to just make them.
God, there used to be, 5 or 6 of us. And we'd have made we either had a go-kart or you made your own sort of soapbox cart. Yeah. And then going down, we're lucky around here because there's some big old hills. And I mean, when it snowed, my grandma had given us this old 50s toboggan. Sort of a big, massive, heavy thing, but it had got metal runners.
Oh.
So when it hit ice or snow, it weren't bothered. It would going down hills up at Harwell Woods on that. Bluebell Valley, best toboggan run ever until you hit the trees at the bottom. Then it got a bit hairy.
Graham says he used 50-gallon drums attached to a cart.
God,
Bet that made some noise.
Got into proper scale racing when he was 12 or 13. Had a car that did about 6. Jesus Christ! See, I always wanted a motorised go-kart, but they wouldn't let me. First skateboard was a stolen roller skate, the metal ones that split in half. Nailed to a bit of wood.
That is exactly my first skateboard. That exactly that.
God.
Yeah.
What else we got? Tolmac had the spike it. You could set things alight with the magnifying glass under sunlight. Oh yes.
Oh yeah, we've done that many a time.
Ants. Remote control cars. If you played with friends, they all just sat there twitching. The cars, not their friends. Yeah, because on the old remote control cars, the signals used to interfere with each other, didn't they?
Oh, you're not kidding.
Our
little bro's in there. Yeah, we used to play cars. We used to fight, me and our little bro, because he always wanted to be, Knight Rider. And it's like, no, I want to be Knight Rider now. No, I want to be right now. Happy days.
Well, I'm showing my age because I wanted the Starsky and Hutch white stripe down the side at go-kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a go-kart, but it looks like a Forterino.
Yeah, of course it does. Oh, God.
Stevie says his parents bought all the protective gear when he got his first skateboard. He looked like a fucking crash test dummy. Couldn't move with it on. Oh, now that's one of my earliest memories too, Stevie. Playing marbles at school, primary school, nursery, and you had your cat's eyes and it were fab.
Oh, your metal ones. Oh, what do we used to call the metal ones?
Oh, I can't remember. I used to have a really nice collection of cat's eyes.
Steelies.
Yeah, but Steelies 9 times out of 10 were just ball bearings.
They probably were.
Yeah. Got you a bag of Steelies, son. In other words, I just lifted half at ball bearings out of workshop. There we are. Gobbies, Pritz, Steelies. Bloody hell. And the grifter bike, but going retro. Chipper and Chopper.
Can you remember for your bike? You used to get them out at cornflake boxes and that lot. They used things that used to attach it and make go.
Yeah, it were called a set of playing cards and.
Oh no, you used to be able to get them from on Kellogg's cornflakes as well.
Oh, you did, but
yeah,
we never got them, so we had playing cards. Oh God!
I always remember my mate. He had one of them attachments that you could attach it to your handlebars that made it go. I want one of them. It's so cool.
Oh man, no. I mean, I used to love cow on handlebars on my bike. It
Yeah.
was just so comfy. Only problem was because it were a proper racer. It were like that old advert, still looks like a razor blade, that seat. It bloody was.
Yeah.
You've been up a couple of hills on that and by gum
Oh,
your
you
arse
know
was
about
sore.
it.
There was a line of toys called Crash Test Dummies. There was a line of toys, but that was early 90s, I think that
Yeah.
was. Liz says, used to fight to be the first to get them out of the cereal box as Spokies. Fishing catapult on a leg for ammo. And Lego for ammo. Shooting Lee out the bedroom window. You evil git, Timmy. That must have stung. Now, Peter Powell's stunt kite. Do you remember, though, the Action Man parachute? Because I had one.
I didn't know.
It
I
was,
had an Action Man.
You could buy the parachute, which was like it was proper sort of orangey polyester, sort of silky feeling stuff. But the only problem was you literally had to climb the tallest tree in woods to be able to hoy it out for it to actually deploy.
I remember watching, was it James May?
Oh yeah, when he was
James
doing his
May, he actually did it.
bin bag kite, done that. Gaffer tape, bin bag, a couple of sticks, some string. Oh, the Scorpion tank. Gav, you posh devil.
Blooming heck, that's an old book.
What's that?
Adrian Edmondson's How to Be a Complete Bastard.
Now, I've still got a copy of Dr. Fegg's World Encyclopedia somewhere, which was the Monty Python lads.
Blooming heck.
Absolutely hilarious still. But saying that, I said I was listening to Bruce Dickinson's autobiography. It tickled my fancy to try and get hold of a copy of Lord Iffy Boat Race, the further adventures of. 57 quid they wanted on Amazon for that.
Really?
Yeah. Unbelievable. But anyway,
was that
back to
hardback?
the toys. No, that was paperback.
Blooming heck.
Sabutio.
Nah, our Aiden were into that. See, I was never a big football fan, so...
No, I had one where you pressed the head of the football player and his leg used to kick.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a really weird game because you had to... with Sabutio, you used to flick the players into position, didn't you? This one, you had to sort of flick them, but they'd not thought about it very well. So it just he either fell over or it just shot off across the room. The amount of times I nearly got my granddad with one. Bill had a pedal tank in the 60s.
Oh, I bet how gorgeous that.
Lolly ice sticks put through the spout. I never tried lolly ice sticks. We always used the old wax playing cards.
Oh, I've done... yeah.
Now, what was the cricket game? Because there was a cricket game.
A cricket game?
Now, let's have a look. I'm going to have to Google through this now because it's... I think it was the late 70s. Test match.
Test match?
God almighty, there's even an unboxing video on YouTube, would you believe? I don't, but yes, this is the one I'm thinking of. All right. We're definitely sharing this. Where are we? Come on, share. Let's see if anybody else remembers this. The test match cricket game. So it was like a green piece of cloth, yeah? You put your fielders out, and then you had the bowler. And it was like you used to have to flick the ball from the bowler, and then your batsman was on like a stick,
Okay.
green bit of plastic, so you could spin the batsman around and then make him actually hit the ball with his bat. It was brilliant. Absolutely great. How's that? That was another one. Yes. God. See, we were an enterprising load of little buggers, weren't we?
Oh,
back
you're
in
not
the
kidding.
day.
I remember the advert.
Oh, I remember the adverts coming up to Christmas.
Oh, God.
Do you always remember coming up to Christmas? Your mum or your auntie would make you sit down with Argos book, and you had to put a star next to what you wanted.
Oh, case catalogue.
Oh, or if it were case catalogue, it were normally back in sort of August, so they had time to pay a bit off. Yeah. Oh, God.
Can you remember I can't remember what it was called now, and I always wanted it. But when you think about it, it must have been crap. It was basically a phantom plane, and you used to land it on an aircraft carrier.
No, I don't remember that one.
It used to be, all it was on a piece of string, but you had to land it on this aircraft carrier.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember what that was called.
We've got U-Boats, the game, Phantom Leader, no. Aircraft carrier toy. Try that.
Can't remember. I always remember it were a phantom. Grumpy says it's the flight deck.
Flight deck.
Hmm.
Have a look.
All it was like a model aeroplane, and you used to have to land it on an aircraft
Oh, there
carrier.
it is. Airfix Super Flight Deck.
I thought that were
my
ace.
God. We've got another video, folks, so I'll share the link. Just to prove how sad we were as kids.
The fishing wire always broke.
There we are. Yeah, it was pretty much just like an Airfix kit that you put together.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, I thought that were ace. That was a kid.
Well, it was always the game of life when I was a young sprog. Yeah, you remember that one with the and Boggle? Do you remember?
Oh,
Boggle?
the Boggles.
Which was the you had the clicker-matic in the middle, didn't you? And you had to click it and then make the words. It was, Timmy, you uncouth little YTS. Pot of fart slime in a tub.
Oh yeah, that were ace. That was. Yes, totally with you there, Timmy. Yeah. Yeah. I think Fern, our Aiden's youngest, has got one.
Yeah? What, the fart slime? Liz says she had perfection, where you had a timer and you had to put all the shapes in before the timer went. Yes, my brother had that. That was a sod of a game and all.
Operation.
Yes, had that.
Yeah. That were our Sally's, that. We used to play that for hours, that.
Oh, I could never get the funny bone out.
The funny bone.
Could never get that out. Tortured the battery boy. That's going back a bit.
Yeah, that wasn't that were from 60s, that wasn't it? Because there used to be, I'm sure we've got a single somewhere, and it's, hello, my name's Starkey, and I will play for you.
Now, I think it was Lamekins, but is it Lamekins? There was an American woman who used to have a hand puppet. and I think it was Lamekins. And I remember having one of those. I mean, we're going back to when I was about 3 now.
I remember Larry the Lamb.
Was it Larry the Lamb?
That were a puppy. That were a TV show. Larry the Lamb.
No, that's not the one I'm thinking of because that's wooden. This one was like it was a hand puppet.
Yeah, Larry
and
the Lamb.
the lamb had really long eyelashes.
Long eyelashes. Larry the Lamb. Lamb chops. That's it. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah,
Lamb chops.
I had one of them. Oh, that's one of my first ones I can remember having.
Old lamb chops, blooming heck.
I'm not sure if I think one of my kind aunties made it. It was definitely back in the day of you wore the homemade kit, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, my nan must have really hated me because the amount of tank tops she knitted me out of jaggy wool. You know, the sort of wool that brings you up in hives just by looking at it, you know. Crossfire.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there was a game that they wouldn't let me have. I thought it was brilliant.
Awesome.
Simon, yes. The Simon game. That used to drive me mad.
Yeah, that was that round thing, wasn't it, that you had to press the...
You either had to do it exactly as Simon said, didn't he? Or there was various other games on there as well.
Oh, Liz, our Aiden had a glowworm. He used to take that to bed with him, bless him. Oh, God, I forgot about that. Yeah, little... It wasn't little, it was quite big, and its head used to glow up when you pressed it. Oh, our Aiden used to have one of them, good to bed with.
Sooty and Sweep. Oh.
Bro, can you remember your little glowworm?
Hey, Horsham, how you doing? Blimey, Teddy Ruxpin. Now you're showing you're a lot younger than us here, Rachel. Tolmac, play nice. God, it was weird though, because
chill-faced,
chilly face. Like 70s, you used to get your plastic guns, and you could go out and play war and all the rest of it, didn't you? And,
oh God, we did.
Oh, the stylophone. Oh. Do you remember the Rolf Harris stylophone?
Bro, you've still got it. Oh, bless you. Huggy the Bear, yeah, I remember that.
God almighty. I'm just thinking now. I mean, when I think back to it, though, 80s and that, sort of early 80s, there were some big old toys about, because you used to get Transformers, the first run were out. There was Mask. So that was like that was around the same time as Centurion's cartoon. And you used to be able to buy them and all, which was like the little bloke with the exoskeleton. And you could put all the various bits on and make him into like jet fighters.
Yeah, but go back to when we were our age. I mean, Action Man. The amount of stuff that you could get for just Action Man.
Yeah, but there was always hooky stuff for Action Man. It were brilliant. It just happened to be the right size. Evel Knievel. Yeah, we've done it. Yeah, because there was the rocket bike, the cycle, the chopper. Because the cycle was in white, weren't it? And then the chopper was blue. The I don't care bear.
It was amazing. Oh.
But I'm just thinking now, I mean, when you think back to it, though, he didn't have Doctor... There wasn't like all the sonic screwdrivers there is now with Doctor Who or TARDISes or anything, was there?
No, but I mean, saying that, we had Star Wars figures. And there were a lot of them.
There were hundreds of them buggers.
And you could get a TARDIS. Because I've still got a TARDIS, a little corgi TARDIS.
I remember having a little dinky toy K9.
Yeah.
But
and I used to have 2000 AD.
Comic.
I used to have the truck that split into two parts with the rockets.
Oh,
the green one.
It was the that was Matchbox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they did the big. Yeah, because there was the green sort of armoured carrier.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have had one.
And then you had the one that opened up. It was like a truck that opened up the back, and the missiles used to pull up.
Oh no, I didn't have that one.
Mm.
2018.
And I also had the Starship Enterprise, where at the top you used to put in like little
yellow discs.
Yellow discs.
Yeah. I remember I got a 20-minute health and safety lecture on what I didn't fire the yellow discs at, which included my baby brother. Oh, God, now you're taking me back.
Oh, I love 2000 AD. I was a big fanatic of that when I was a kid.
There we are. Adventure 2000. I had the K2001 Raider Commando, which was the two-parter.
Yeah, because the first part had wheels, the second part had tracks.
Yeah, here we are. I'm putting what we are talking about is this.
Let's have a look. Yep, that's it.
That's sad, isn't it?
God, it'd be nice to have one in that condition.
It would. And that was as used in Judge Dredd, The Cursed Earth.
Yep.
God.
Told you we was gonna go for retro stories.
See, Gav says he had that one as well. Mighty Max, the boys. Now, do you remember the boxing robots?
Yeah. Never had them, but I remember them.
No, we had one. It was brilliant. Kept just like you used to batter away on Hungry Hippos. You just did that with the robots, just battered away, and then eventually one of their heads would just go "Ving!"
That's mine.
We weren't posh enough to have electronic battleships.
Oh, battleships were ace. Oh, you've sunk my better ship.
Oh, that's one I did have. I had remember the little Matchbox Liberator? The little dinky one. I had one of them and all.
I never had anything from Blake 7, did you?
Yeah, I had the little Liberator. You used to be able to. It were die cast, but all the fins and that were white plastic.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, the ship. Yeah. Yes, I did actually have that. Blooming heck.
Because I remember my mum got it and I was so excited. And I dropped it outside on Coal Bunker. Because I was playing on top at Coal Bunker and I dropped it down back and it chipped the paint and I was beeling for a week.
Yeah, the freighter was the white one. I used to have that one as well. That one with the nuclear little pods underneath it. You had the crane and that, like you could scroll it down.
Yeah, that's the one I had. Hold on. Let's see if I can Google foo. Hold on. There we are. Dinky Eagle Freighter. There we are. I'm just looking now on eBay.
Oh, don't.
Used in a box, £220.
Yeah, they go for more than that.
It's unbelievable.
In the condition this one's in, you could probably get about 70 quid for it.
Oh, there was there was the Eagle Transporter, the Freighter, and there was 2 versions of the Freighter. One was blue and one was white.
That's right, yep.
Gordon Bennett here. Here we go. That they are from right, there was the Thunderbird 2, which was 67. The Captain Scarlet Interceptors were 68. Airfix acquired the Meccano and Dinky companies. Ding. Jesus. Right, I'm putting that in there. That's the link. The link to the Dinkies.
Don't know if I've still got it knocking around. I have. Teddy's going to have to move out of the way for a second. Just want to show you something. Blow the dust off it.
God, Bruni, I haven't seen a key wind-up robot in ages. Yeah, there was loads of them about when I was a sprog. Oh, Thunderbird 2!
Oop. Get it in right.
Oh, I had the DB7 as well.
There you go, Thunderbird with...
Nice. I also had... Oh, you flash sod.
Hang on. The rare one.
Oh, the Thunderbird 3.
And lastly but not leastly,
Lady Penelope's cart.
there you go.
Now, I also, as well as the DB7, I also had the Lotus Elite from The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, yes.
The one that turned into the submarine.
The submarine. I like that one. Ironically, I like that one more than the other one.
The DB7?
Yeah.
Oh, the DB7 was the classic.
It was. But I prefer the Lotus. It was... Sorry.
Battling Tops. I'm going to have to Google through that one, Stevie.
Did you have a Batman?
I did.
Yes.
I had the original Batmobile that used to fire the red plastic rockets out the exhaust pipes at the top. When I think on, Battling Tops. God, that's awesome. Right. For those that are wondering what Battling Tops are, let me share this. Check this one out.
Wow. Jake's just said he's seen in Tracy Island for £1,000 on eBay.
Jesus. Oh, come on. There we are. Battling Tops. That takes me back. Not only have I found Battling Tops, but I found the TV commercial for it as well.
Oh, yeah. I remember them.
Oh my God. There was one we'd not... Yes. Oh, brilliant.
What?
Right. You're going to love this. You are going to love this.
It's not a YouTube video, is it?
Yeah, YouTube video. The Evel Knievel Scramble Van. Which was one of the accessories for the stunt cycle.
Sorry, I'm
God,
not
that
going to
takes
watch
me
it now.
back. No, don't.
Plays havoc with my internet.
But there was a dragster as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'd forgotten all about the dragster.
Yeah.
Oh God, it looks like they did a rocket pod.
Mm-hmm. There was a whatchamacallit one, a proper car, Evel Knievel.
Jesus. Now, did you ever own the battery-operated Space Invaders?
I had Defender.
Now, I had the Grandstand Space Invaders. The hours I spent just blasting away in this little plastic cabinet that you could barely see. I'm amazed I'm not blind.
No, I had Defender. You know, the one that went across?
Yeah. God.
That was a good explanation, wasn't it?
Well, that was the one where you used to have to rescue the humans before they turned into mutants.
Yeah, that's right.
God. Tolmac, it seems we are of a similar age, my friend.
It looks that way, doesn't it?
Astro Wars and Galaxian, yeah.
Mm.
That's not the toy. That's the toys. It's not the ones I remember, but I think possibly they may be the Yankee ones. But Tolmac, I'm nearly 50, so yeah. Hiya, Voka.
Voka! Oh.
Blimey. So what else? What other name? Because there was as you say, there was all the He-Man stuff.
See, I wasn't really into He-Man. Our Aiden was.
No.
Now, he had all sorts from He-Man. Absolutely all sorts. I think he had both the cats, he had Skeletor and all them lot. Our Aiden would be able to tell you more about that. I wasn't really into it then. I started getting into model aeroplanes, airfix. At that point.
Oh, I think this is more the one I remember, Bill. Which is... It's another YouTube vid. This is the 1970s. And he's having all the same problems that I did. Where you used to get the gyro going, and then it just used to take off on its own. Meccano, Battlecat from He-Man. Now, Thundercats. Thundercats had a range of toys.
Yeah, I never got into them either.
Didn't you?
No. I was coming out of toys then. I was finding girls at that point.
Doesn't mean you couldn't have a sneaky watch of Thundercats. I used to.
I was getting into girls and what girls did.
What, knitting?
Play with the Cindy's.
You call them what you want, son. God. Street talk. Yes, Rog. All too well. Street talk, where they had the dodgy 125 that they reckoned could do like 300 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there were a lot of them. What was that yellow one? The 50? Yamaha. Were it Yamaha or a Honda? Honda 50.
Oh, that'd be the Honda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can get 200 mile an hour on that one. Of course you can. Yeah. Yeah, yes. I can say I think I would have been about 16, 17 when Thundercats came out.
Mm.
Yeah, so you were into Thundercats and I were into girls.
Says
a lot, doesn't it?
I was an innocent child.
Yeah, about 16, 17 now. I'm more interested in other occupations. I think I'd left my toy box behind there and found a new toy box.
Street Talk bike was a Honda XL 500 apparently. Clackers.
Very true, bro. Very true. I think by the time that I was heavily into my music then.
Bloody hell,
Thundercats.
Sex and rock and roll. All you were missing was a spliff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I think I'd left me childhood behind by then.
See, I was such an innocent person compared to you.
Now I've come back to it. Now I've just got that many. Honestly, if you ever do a proper tour of me and you have a look up there, all my different bits and bobs I've got, you've seen it, Steve, and I know where Ryan has. I've got some right collections up there. Can't help it.
Mick got married on his 18th birthday. Daughter came to the wedding. Been married 35 years next Sunday.
Congratulations.
Congratulations for next Sunday, Mick.
Yeah, definitely.
God almighty. I'm just thinking now. What was it? Yahtzee? That was another one when we were kids.
Yeah, Yahtzee. And don't forget Plupunk.
Oh, those bloody plastic straws. We were forever losing them, and then some poor bugger would scream because they got one sticking out.
What was the ones, the little round flat discs, and you just had to
Pogs?
No. The one that called
Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks, that's it.
How deprived were you being forced to play Tiddlywinks?
Tiddlywinks was ace.
The only time we played Tiddlywinks is when we were in caravan.
Another thing I used to love doing, especially when my dad was, we used to play dominoes. Now, my dad was really good at dominoes. He was a proper domino player. So I could never win.
So he could tell you what you got in your hand without even looking.
Yeah, he was one of them, honestly. He used to have his little board, and he used to have an old rivet to move them along. Oh, it was ace.
See, we always had dartboard out in garage. It was brilliant. Proper rubber mat in front.
Proper rubber mat too.
Hockey marks, yeah. My dad always used to throw bombers. And I could never go around with, especially as a kid. You know, trying to chuck these bombers, these bloody darts were going everywhere.
Awesome. Right, we're coming up to the hour, kidder.
Already?
That's
gone so quick.
I know.
Jesus. SS50. That's going back a bit.
52 car pickup. Yeah, I remember them ones as well. I want to play.
No.
Oh,
you never pulled Grandad's finger either.
No.
No. Especially if he'd been to workies before dinner.
God, no. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed our little memory trip down memory lane. It's been kind of cool, hasn't it?
I've had a proper cracker here. God.
It's nice to know that we're all so like roughly about the same age in chat.
Oh, I still can't get the old Dinky emblem on those Space 1999s. I remember that being plastered all over Redgates. At Redgates, I'll just do a quick explanation. Redgates was this massive 3-story toy shop in Sheffield, and it was like the mecca if you wanted anything toy related. And if you're into like remote control cars, there was Beatties at top end at Moore, and then you used to go from Beatties down to Redgates, and it was brilliant. Good old days.
Yeah, the Sheaf Market. I used to spend a lot of time down at Sheaf Market. Used to be a cool little record, second-hand record shop there.
Castle Market as well. Always spent a lot of time down there, down at Wicker. Mind, if you walked a little bit further down from Castle Market, there used to be a massage parlour down there for discerning gentlemen. My mum would never answer any of my questions. Thank you, Jake. It's lovely to see you back as well, mate.
I hope you had a nice trip as well.
Yeah, States, lucky dog.
I know. Whereabouts in States you been, Jake? Would you be able to? Could you vape?
Without being chased down the street.
Yeah. Pitchforks at dawn.
See, Bo's a mere whippersnapper.
Why is Bo a little whippersnapper?
Well, Rachel's 38, and she's got 10 years on Bo.
Right.
So Bo's still in his 20s.
Oh, he's a baby. Oh.
I'm starting to regret that leopard skin loincloth comment now. He'd probably do it.
It's scary to think I could be your dad.
Sorry, Rachel's 34. Sorry, Rachel, that's me in for a kicking.
Oh, he's 25. Oh, he's a baby.
He's actually half our age, mate.
I know. He's half our age.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Dear God, my eldest is only 7 years younger than Bo. Dear Lord.
Oh dear. Right. Well, coming
we better
up.
wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, coming up next week on my side of things, I've got 2 reviews. I've got the Eternal RDA, and I've also got the starter kit from Vapory, and then obviously we've got the Ohm service on Thursday, which is going to be absolutely awesome. We have our special guest Bo from the Vapory. Looking forward to that one so much. We've got a load of questions lined up for you, kiddo. So we'll be delving deep.
Better be ready to tell us all about the Vape Punks line and the shop and everything else.
All that good stuff.
And then obviously... Sorry.
No, go on.
No. I was just
Leave it to you, lad. Go on, crack on.
And he's reviewing. Because he's got a number of reviews.
He has got quite a few reviews.
It's quite funny watching his Just Juice ones that he's just put up. It's the only time I've ever heard a reviewer refer to baby vomit.
I like what Mick's just put. My alarm clock's older than Bobo.
Poor old Bo.
Oh, Bo. Bless you.
Stevie says he's got socks older than Bo.
And he's wearing them.
Bo's just said he didn't like that one.
Really? Wow. Honestly, that never came across in video.
No,
honestly.
not at all. No.
No? You didn't like it? Wow.
Oh, bless. God. Well, so, yeah, you've got them. We've got that coming up on Thursday.
Yeah.
There's nothing left to do apart from say thank you to chat for joining us.
Well, I'll let you do that.
Well, it's been absolutely marvellous. I mean, some of the stuff you guys have been mentioning is taking me right back. Especially the motorbikes. Gordon Bennett, the Fizzy. Oh, Honda Cub. That's a bloody ancient one, Ben. Jesus. But anyway,
I'll not mention about the Simpson 50.
The Simpson 50?
Yeah. Now we're going back some. Right, I'm going to say ta-ra to everyone. Thank you, Steve. It's been an absolute awesome show. I've really enjoyed it. Retro stories are great. I love doing them. Thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you to the Spanners for looking after chat. And chat, you've been absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So, I'm going to leave it there. Say ta-ra from Steve and myself. And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye. my lady.